There are lots of new features with the new AI assistant from Articulate, but in this one, I'm going to be looking specifically at the insert and edit text functionality. So I have this topic, just a title on my slide that I put here, Reading with Preschoolers. And on my Insert tab, if I choose Insert Text, then I get a text box on my slide there, and the AI assistant wants me to tell it what to do. So I need to insert my prompt here. And it gives me some options that I can choose from, but I don't have to choose these. I could just tell it what to write. But I'll go ahead and choose write one paragraph. And let's choose something like tips for reading with preschoolers. All I need to do now is press the arrow key here to get it to generate a text. And once it's done with that, I can have the AI assistant continue writing if I'd like more content there. I can change the tone, change the audience, but let's just go ahead and insert this into my slide. So I'll choose insert. It does put it right in that text box, and I can move it down here and do whatever I want to do visually with that text box. It's just like any other text box in Storyline. Now that I have text in that text box on my slide, I can use the edit text option to make changes. I can create a bulleted list from this. So let's take a look at those options. While I have that text box selected, I'll choose edit text, and there's the text that it pulls up. It pulls it from that text box. I can make it longer, I can make it shorter. Maybe I'd like this to be friendlier since we're talking about working with preschoolers. I'd like to make this a friendly tone. So just that tone there, it will rewrite the text, and I can replace the selection directly on my slide. I put that text directly on the slide, but I can also put content into the notes section here at the bottom. So in the notes section, if I click to add notes and I get my blinking cursor there, you'll notice that edit text is now grayed out again. I don't have a text selected in my notes panel. All I can do now if I'm in my notes panel is insert text again. So if I choose insert text and I want it to maybe write a narration script for me, let's write 2 paragraphs about tips for reading with preschoolers. Once again, I choose that arrow. It will generate the text that I've prompted it to do. And when I choose insert, this time this is going to go into my notes panel because that's where I was when I generated that prompt. I can adjust the text in here if I'd like. I can come back to my text box on the screen and continue to choose edit. So one of the other features that I can do with editing the text is take the content that's on the screen and turn it into a bulleted list or bold the key terms. A lot of times you may get really text-heavy content from your subject matter experts. You could put that onto your slide or into your notes panel and have the AI assistant turn it into a bulleted list for you. So in this case, maybe I've decided my script on the notes panel is what I want, and I want to just turn my text that's currently on the slide into that bulleted list. When I choose that option, I can replace that selection on my screen, and it will take that text and replace it with what was in the AI assistant. And just like any other text box here in Storyline, I can remove content or edit this however I'd like.